Going on, y'all? It's Cameron McCullough, and um, I'm gonna be giving y'all some some knowledge over the next couple of weeks. I don't know how many videos it's gonna take for me to do it, but I'm just gonna go with the flow with what comes to mind. But today, I wanted to talk about how it feels to have multiple women attracted to who you are, and if I run and scream like a girl, it's because I got several bees like around me because they like it's springtime and they out here. So I'm just keeping an eye on them too. But check it out, right? A lot of dudes, I'm gonna even throw women out there. A lot of dudes and women, they get very um cocky when it comes to attracting the opposite sex. The opposite sex. You can't be too cocky with it. Cause like the things that I've learned over like the past year while I've been taking a break from talking about game on this channel, it really opened my eyes up to a lot of things. Okay. So having multiple women. Let me talk about how it feels first and then I get into the deeper stuff. Okay. So it feels good. A lot of dudes don't really get to feel how that feels. And like in a typical week, like for me, um, when I was like probably at the highest, it was probably like three women in heavy rotation. It would have been four, but some of them was just kind of like a little bit more distant than the other ones. But that's another story. Probably like three at the most, I would say, in a week. And what typically happens is, um, first of all, you gotta be good at screening girls out. Okay, so you don't want to keep taking women that's not interested in you out on dates. You know what I used to do, and I regret it so much. I think I've talked about it on this channel. What I used to do is, I used to whenever I meet like a fine woman, I take her to because I live in Chicago. I take her over here to the Shed Aquarium, somewhere like a hot spot like that, and then I will go to a really bomb restaurant. Okay, I would do all those two things and spend like $120 on one day. Okay, now imagine trying to do that with three women in 1 week. You cannot do that. So I've come across women on a date and they would ask like, "Oh, how come?" Because one thing I do like to do, and this is just like one tip, I like to go like somewhere like look like on a nice little nature trail or something. A lot of women like that. If you're a woman, I would suggest that to the dudes that you come across. Like go on a walk. Like if it's a nice day like this, go on a walk. Another place I like to go to is on the lakefront. Um, a lot of people in general like that, and you can really get to know somebody. But the thing is, you want to get to know the women because you don't. I used to kind of get like flustered with how so many other dudes used to do it in high school because I still didn't understand this stuff in high school. A lot of them dudes, um, they just had a whole bunch of women that was playing them instead of the dude kind of you know having them attracted to them. They just was talking to a whole bunch of women, but all the women wasn't really interested in him. Okay. And one way you can tell is if she call you a friend, like y'all know the friend zone thing. Um, when you have women attracted to you, multiple ones, you don't get that vibe. They tend to want to contact you. So you might have like, how many would I say? From one woman, once you get past the first couple weeks, you would have like an interaction of like probably like three during the week, and it even gets up to sometimes every day. Where they contact you. Okay, and some people can handle that. Some people can really have three different conversations with three different women. Um, I used to be able to do that, but since I've become like more entrepreneurial and everything, um, time is very precious. So the time that I do have, um, I like to keep that down to like probably like two. Ooh, I probably like to keep that down to two. And as far as having more, I would have to, have like a normal life as far as having a full time job and wanting to just do that. And then when I'm off of my job, I go to a club or something, or I go downtown or something to get my numbers up. That's how other people would do it. But when you are attracting the women and everything, you they really just popping up as you doing your thing. But as far as having too many women, you like I wouldn't want that right now. But I know a lot of dudes that may be watching this, they kind of want that, and that's cool. You never experienced it, and yeah, that's cool. That's cool. But that's basically how it is. Like it's having conversations with multiple different, if you're a woman, multiple different people during the week. You set up whatever you was gonna do. Like I said, I like I like nature, so I'll pick something like this, or the lakefront, instead of blowing $120 per date on each woman. Like y'all don't do that, man. Don't do that. Um, I want y'all to learn from my mistakes that I point out on these videos. But yeah, and then as far as when you interacting with them, like on the date, past the first date and everything, um, they tend to like open up towards you and everything on each date. And the main thing you want to do is just make sure they are attracted to you and it's not like they trying to use you. Okay, so I went on a date with this one girl before. We went to Chili's. Got the 2 for 20. Right. So we got the 2 for 20 and everything. And I never forget this. She was talking about herself and everything, talking about what she don't like, and she was mainly just talking about the stuff that she don't like. Whenever I ask her something what she does like, she kind of avoid the question and everything. And then I would like say something I would like, and then she immediately come back with something like, "Oh, I don't like that," and I tell you what else I don't like. So I was kind of getting a vibe from her that she kind of a little bit of a the cup is half empty kind of person. So I was kind of peeping that about her. And then she said after we was done eating, what she say? It was crazy thing she said. She told me, "Man, I'm full. I want to go home now and go to sleep and everything." And basically, just so y'all know, at the end of the date, whenever y'all going on a date, um, you always end it with basically you going back to your crib, you can come with me. Like you're giving the invitation for them to come with you. That way you're not like asking a hard question and making them uncomfortable, because one of the number one things you want women to be comfortable. Okay, that's like one of the number one things. And you basically just saying, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back to my crib, and I would even put something on top of that. I'm gonna go back to my crib, and she likes wine. I don't do wine. I don't do alcohol or anything. The farthest I've done is pink Moscato, and that made my chest light red because I'm light skinned out here in this piece. So, um, that's what you want to do. You're going to go back, put an incentive on top of that, put something irresistible. So what I always like to do is I got fruit at the crib. And another, man, I'm giving y'all away all my secrets, man. Okay, so fruit. One girl put me on to this. She she was trying to she was seducing me heavy. And this is a different girl I'm talking about. I get back to the other girl. There's so many things I gotta tell y'all. So this is a different girl. She was like trying to seduce me heavy, and we was already at my spot. I don't for this woman. We didn't even have to go on a date or anything. That's how much she was like feeling me. Okay, so we went back to my crib. She brought back a bowl of strawberries, and I'm like, man, I've never seen this trickery. Let me see what she gonna do with these strawberries. She put the strawberries in the fridge. We was talking for a minute. I was about to put on the Netflix. And then she went back to the fridge. She pulled out the strawberries. She washed off the strawberries and everything. She brought them back to the living room where we was watching TV. Um, she she started taking out the strawberries and then bringing them towards my mouth and everything. And I'm like, oh, cool. That's what's up. I ain't never been seduced like this, but keep doing your thing. She kept doing that, and I started feeling. I don't know if I'm the only one who feels like this. But whenever I eat fruit, my attraction towards women, I don't know. I think it boosts like your blood to your skin or something, and it makes you more attracted to whoever you're around. And I learned that from her. So I keep that in my little handy tool book. So that's what she seduced me with some fruit, some strawberries. And man, I ain't gonna lie, like it worked, right? So I got that from her. So whenever I say I'm going back to my crib, I got a big ass bowl of some cut up pineapples, or I got something like some pineapples, some mango, something that is juicy and sweet, like a real juicy fruit or something. Don't pick something like a banana. Don't pick some that's kind of everyday. Something like I'm finna watermelon. Watermelon is another good one. But something like that. Put that on top of you going back to your crib, and then she got two options. She can choose, because if she came there by herself, she ain't gonna say nothing. She just gonna automatically go back to what she said she was gonna do, or she gonna respond to that. Okay, cool. I'm gonna come with you, or she just gonna follow you, and that's almost always how it goes. Okay, and dang, it's almost 15 minutes. I'm gonna have to cut this. I just talk about the rest of this stuff in another video. But I just wanted to give y'all something y'all can use. But yeah, man, that's basically what it's like having multiple women. You're having those situations multiple times a week. And as you're progressing throughout the weeks, doing the stuff I was talking about earlier, they tend to contact you a lot more. Okay? So I'm gonna go ahead. how that go sometimes. Um, I'm gonna have the introverted man's playbook link down below too for those interested. Uh, and that's it, man. Y'all have a good day, man. I gotta talk to y'all about diet too, cause that's another big thing. So I'm gonna hit y'all with that. But y'all have a good one. Peace. Dang, I'm in the sun. I can't even see now. How you in this, man? How you in this? Y'all gotta excuse me. Oh, there we go.